The defending champions of the Cambridge Super League return to hallowed ground. It is a rematch of the season opener as Brooklyn FC hosts Tampa Bay Sun FC. Alongside Christine Huber, I'm Philip Galani. Thanks so much for joining us. Before we get into the swing of things, let's take a look at the standings heading into tonight. Tampa Bay currently in 9th. They have not played the same starting 11 in back-to-back matches all year long. Meanwhile, Brooklyn one place above them with one win so far on the young campaign. And Christine, that win came in the season opener against Tampa Bay.
And Tampa Bay has never beaten Brooklyn, ever. This game was a back and forth game. Zimmerman able to just score a laser off her laces that nobody was stopping. The big story was just seconds after subbing in, Williams is able to score off her head coming straight into the game. Tampa goes down 2-0. They fight back to score an extra, but are unable to equalize.
Both of these teams looking to get momentum and climb up the table. As you look at the numbers so far this campaign, with Brooklyn in particular, they've been a totally different team from the first half to the second.
Those 7 goals scored by Brooklyn, all coming in the second half. Tampa Bay, they've scored 5 goals. 3 are coming from one player, Carly Jamona.
And with Carly Jamona in particular, the woman to watch on the front line for the visitors this season, it's a little bit of a different look for her.
Coach says she spent the offseason studying, learning the game. We already see it paying off with those stats. She's dangerous with the ball at her feet. She always seems to be in the right place at the right time. She scored against Brooklyn, as we just saw. Can she do it again tonight?
Speaking of right place, right time, on the front line for the host, Rebecca Cook has 2 goals this season. Both of them have been game-tying strikes.
She knows how to score. She creates danger. She takes chances. She finishes in different ways, which makes her tough to stop. It's important for her to stay mentally focused for 90 minutes tonight.
Tonight is the 5th all-time meeting between these two sides for Brooklyn. It's 2 wins and 2 draws as the Suns seek their first win in the Big Apple and in the new campaign. Number of talking points for the first 11 that we'll show you on the other side. And then time for the first half kick from Maimonides Park.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Cambridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Cambridge, great at assists for your savings.
Hearts. No 2 beat the same. So we built a team of the best heart surgeons, pioneers of the most modern techniques, who always find the one approach that's best for you. But while each surgery is unique, the outcome is the same: the highest success rates. NYU Langone Health.
A rematch of the season opener for the defending champions of the Cambridge Super League as Brooklyn seeks to keep their undefeated record alive on home soil against the Tampa Bay Sun. Take a look at the starting lineups for both sides, and for Brooklyn, they have changed back to a back 3.
They're in a 3-5-2 tonight. Second game in a row, no captain Kelsey Hill, and she's a big impact offensively and defensively. Big one here, Garziano back up top. She was not in the selection last week in the squad.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, the defending champions putting out back-to-back starting 11s that are unchanged for the first time this year.
Same starters, and Coach Schulte Brown, she was so excited just to have all players playing for a full week of training. So healthy players, good sign for the Sun. We're going to see them in a triangle, and you're going to see Flint move up and move Jimon up top.
A lot of movement to be had for both of these sides as the game will go on. Tampa Bay in the visiting yellow, Brooklyn in the iconic black and gray. Tampa Bay still looking for their first win of the new season. And Coach Denise Schulte Brown, after a lengthy career in the college game, guiding them to silverware in their first year. Meanwhile, Tomas Tangarrinha, after coaching a number of teams in the Portuguese top flight, guiding this side to their first win in the Big Apple against Tampa Bay to kick off the 2025-26 campaign. They have changed their formation a number of times so far this season, still looking to find success in the final third. Both of these teams with plenty of talent, Christine, but again, it's that end product that's just been missing.
Yeah, we saw the stat lines, right? They can score goals. It's just they're conceding goals as well. Brooklyn's still trying to find their identity, still trying to find which starters is the best combination. And Tampa Bay, I think they're just happy to have everybody healthy, everybody back. And let's see if they can put together the same type of squad that they had last season to win the championship.
Tampa Bay head coach Denise Schulte Brown told us earlier this week that last time out was their best tactical performance that they've had this year. Now with a fully fit roster, things could start looking up for the defending champions. It will be Sam Kroger to get things underway. All-league second team last year. Brooklyn on the right side of your screen, Tampa Bay on the left. Philip Galani, Christine Huber with you. All eyes on Lauren Aldrich's whistle. Final check complete. And the ball rolling once again at Maimonides Park. A team that has not scored in the opening 45 minutes of play in any game this season, Brooklyn. Christine, how important is it that they start tonight on the front foot?
They really have to. The Sporting Jacks game last week, I mean, it's two different teams. First half to second half. It's absolutely amazing how different they are. And with no subs, with the same exact lineup and players in, it's two different squads.
Shin going down. Referee had a good look at it. Says nothing doing. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay with the back four really going to try and stretch things horizontally. Coach Schulte Brown told us earlier this week how difficult it is to play in Brooklyn. The fact they've never really kept a good possession game here. Looking to change that tonight.
And it's harder to do with the smaller turf size. Everything is shrunk in, so it actually helps defenses versus offenses.
Coach Schulte Brown saying the one thing they don't want to happen tonight is a track meet. A lot of speed on this Brooklyn roster. 2 wins, 2 draws all time against the Tampa Bay Sun. Only pocket on the near side, but the long ball comes up empty.
We're going to see that a lot tonight from Brooklyn. They're going to send those balls down the flanks, trying to get up and over the defense. They know how this field, the ball bounces. They know how it rolls.
Clever move, and the foul called. Jordan Listro, Toronto native, wrong footing the defender. Hendrick out wide for McNeil. Pinballing around. Williams now going over. Scored that game winner coming off the bench in just a matter of seconds. And now gets her 4th start of the season. Whistle going once again, and this time for offside. It's Carly Jamona who didn't quite hold her run in the end.
And just pay attention here because Brooklyn's going to play sometimes with a high line. And especially with 3 defenders, it's a lot easier to stay on the same page, making sure all your defenders are on the same line to get Tampa Bay offside. And that's exactly what happened.
So with that high line for Brooklyn, do you expect Tampa Bay to try that route 1 pass in behind more often or try and build up through the middle?
It depends on how high that line is going to go, but I always like to have the midfielders be the one to dribble at that back line, get a player to commit, and then you can lay it off. Because it's going to be hard to send diagonal balls with such a small field.
Tampa Bay does have some very strong dribblers. Saw Jordan Listro already draw a foul. This time, Kenzie Pluck is the guilty party. Kenzie Pluck scored for Brooklyn against Tampa Bay back in February. One of a number of notable Brooklyn departures from last season to this.
Brooklyn returning only 6 players into their squad, so they're still trying to find their identity.
Garziano to swing it in. A lot of pace behind it. Goalie came out. Instead, a defender got there first. Cook dribbling, and in the end, finding a teammate in Barbieri. As Rosette can't keep it in touch. Shimkin on the switch. Bissett probing. Will try and go long. If it's Tankersley the target, and it's important, header away. Brooklyn with a good bit of poise on the ball. Hope Breslin turned away from pressure and then right on cue, poking it out of play.
Tampa Bay really doing a good job at that high pressure.
Especially with a fully healthy roster for Tampa Bay. Might not be uncommon tonight to see them press high and early and often and really use the full fitness to its full extent of their squad. Good win on the near side by Nacello. And it would have been a chance in behind for Garziano. Instead commits the foul at the top of the box.
Nice to see Garziano back in this starting lineup. Was not in the squad selection last week. I think they missed her up top.
Jessica Garziano with a storied playing career in college with St. John's, a Long Island native. The club's first ever goal scorer and someone you've been following for a long time, Christine.
Yeah, followed her a bunch in college. Just so dominant up top.
It's a 2-striker pairing on paper, though. Rebecca Cook left on a bit of an island in terms of the defensive press. Jamona with a win. Tankersley has space to try her luck and didn't wrap her foot all the way around it.
And you can just see how compact and tight Brooklyn's defense is, right? A lot of that because of the field size, it's so much easier for them to get in, back, and behind the ball.
Eva Tankersley with 1 goal last year, 6 total appearances, all off the bench. Tonight, her 3rd appearance and 3rd start. Still searching for her first of the new campaign. Listro. Forced to turn back. Now with Bissett. Headed forward, but Na Young-shin will chase it down and doesn't have a better option than just kicking it out. Clever play on the far side, but this one will go over the line. Carly Jamona running out of real estate. But it was a very similar cross from the byline that saw Tampa Bay score in the season opener here against Brooklyn.
It was a nice combo there by Tampa Bay, just not enough space for them to work with. And I think they're smart to high pressure.
May pay off here. Garziano in trouble, but able to wriggle free. It's a great look to the far side. Lovely ball through for Rosette. She'll try her luck on the volley. And a comfortable save in the end.
And those are the balls Brooklyn likes to send. They want to get those diagonal balls up over the top.
Big interception for Sam Kroger. Has Cook to her left. Picks out Rebecca Cook. And another good save from Sydney Schneider. Big chance for Brooklyn.
Brooklyn really pressing right now. This is the perfect ball. Great ball by Jess Garziano, escaping that triple team there. And we saw Rosette get a nice little chip goal last weekend, so she has that confidence to take it.
Listro trying to find the tempo again for the visiting side. Another long try towards Tankersley. And a hustle play at the byline. Turning a corner into a throw that was nearly taken quickly. Well defended by the home side. In the 10th minute, already with 2 shots. They have not had more than 5 in the opening 45 all year.
And it's tough to score goals, right? If you're only getting 5 shots as your most in the first half. They're doing some good balls up front here. They're really getting over Tampa Bay's defense.
Both of them on target. Meanwhile, Kelsey Doherty yet to be tested in the net for Brooklyn. Just her 4th start of the season. Pluck back for Vivienne Bissett. A lot of space between the 2 center backs for Tampa Bay. Players trying to make the run in behind. And they win back the second ball. Bissett once again. Pluck wants the 1-2 and gets it. Finds a good pass in midfield. It was good buildup from Tampa Bay. Player goes down, whistle stays silent. Now Rosette on the prowl. Won't be able to get on the end of it.
Tampa Bay certainly not playing like a last place team by any means. They're looking good. Glad everybody's back, healthy. This returning championship squad.
Last time out for Tampa Bay, a scoreless draw against Fort Lauderdale, but head coach Nish Schulte-Brown saying tactically it was our best performance yet, thanks in large part to being back to a completely healthy roster. And as mentioned tonight, the first time they've played the same starting 11 in back-to-back matches. Now they're starting to get a better grasp on the tactics and what they want to do this year.
And I'm guessing last week's game, she probably didn't have a full squad for practice, right, going into that game, and probably people on minute restriction and whatnot due to injuries. This week she had all her players for a full training week.
And you tackle that on top of a very short break in the offseason, just a couple of weeks after lifting silverware. A couple scrimmages they had slated for the preseason that did not get played. Jessica Garziano down for Brooklyn.
Yeah, looks like she got kicked in the upper thigh.
one of 3 players all time to be named an All-American all 4 years in college. Still no yellow cards yet out of the pocket of Lauren Aldrich. Intercepted by Cindy Nasello, taking on multiple players, and in the end, losing out in a foot race to Sam Kroger.
Kroger is someone to keep an eye on, and I'm going to tell you why. Because she has been winning a lot of these second balls. She tends to clog up that midfield, but what I've noticed already this game, she's actually been the one pressuring the ball at the furthest point, and Cook's been dropping in behind her. So that's a lot of groundwork for her to be covering. So it's something to keep an eye on, especially when we start hitting that second half, if they're still asking her to do a lot of work. As we see here, this is her high pressing the ball, and Cook's going to fill in behind her. So now Tampa Bay has to recognize that's where the opening is, that's where the gaps are, where Kroger just ran to pressure the ball.
So with Kroger stepping up and Cook stepping back a little bit, how does that change the shape of Brooklyn going forward?
Yeah, it's big, right? Because now you don't have Cook stretching the field, you have Kroger in there. So it's got to be whoever's following back in behind Kroger there to fill that space. And again, that's kind of part of it with the high line. Brooklyn's going to keep sneaking their defenders up so everyone's compact. So then defensively, hopefully Tampa Bay's not able to thread the middle.
Garziano back up. Using it to Nasello. Brushes by a second player. Head on a swivel for Cindy Nasello. Stands it up, but it's crossed the line first. The referee bringing it back instead. Didn't see the advantage. There was the contact from Alice Barbieri.
Yeah, and that's a fair call. The official right on top of it, letting it play on if she can get the cross in, right? Or go into goal, because at that point, nobody's guarding her.
So instead, it's a dead ball scenario over which stands Mackenzie Pluck against her former side. Sell to her right. It is Pluck with a lofted delivery. First header to the top of the key. Listro putting it back in the mixer. Cello underneath it now. Cruyff turn right at the edge of the area. Keeps this one in play. Still with Nasello. Tracking the defense every which way. And in the end, her cross is claimed by Kelsey Doherty.
Such great technical skill right there by Nasello. That ball not leaving her foot. It's like it's on a string connected to her cleats.
Cindy Nasello, named the All-League first team last year, was the MVP in the final with the game-winning assist.
And she's so shifty with the ball, right? A lot of cuts, a lot of turns. Like you said, the Cruyff turn, everything. She just needs a little bit of space to get that cross off.
Becca Cook went down, holding that left shoulder area, and the whistle did sound. Now an opportunity on the free kick for the hosts. Saw those 2 early chances for Brooklyn, but the last 5 or 6 minutes or so, they really haven't been able to get the ball into the final third. Garziano and Kroger standing over it. It'll be Garziano to deliver, and the referee has seen something off the ball in favor of Tampa Bay. Select is the official match ball supplier of the Gamebridge Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. The set. Going long again. This time Tankersley goes down. She has been the target of some of those long looping passes over the top, Eva Tankersley. Third start of the campaign, formerly twice named the SEC Forward of the Year at the University of Arkansas. It's not an easy job as an attacker to fight for that long ball over the top, especially with how narrow Brooklyn are playing.
Yeah, and that's really it, right? There's not much space going on as she's pushed from behind from Barbiero. She just has to keep stretching, right? Just keep going on the Brooklyn defenders. I always say just step on their cleats, right? Step on the furthest player's cleats. That way you know you're getting your team as much space as possible. Then you can always check too and run off of it. But at least initially create that far space.
Into the 19th minute as Brooklyn still look for their first goal in the first half this year. Christine, how do you assess the host play forward thus far?
And they started off with a few chances.
Tampa Bay now on the front foot. As Tankersley right back up and saw her shot blocked. Cook goes down. No whistle this time. Flipped in towards Jamona. Listro settled in front. Shipkin's try is curling wide in the end.
And you even pointed out early, right? Rebecca Cook by herself, right? On the island up top, and it's everybody else behind the ball.
Julie Shimkin, the New York native, born in Rockville Center. Made her professional debut in the season opener here in Brooklyn as a halftime substitute. Tampa Bay, wow, 63% possession. Head coach Denise Schulte-Brown told us earlier this week they want to play the possession game, the one thing they haven't done on this ground, and so far it's gone their way.
It's gone their way, but they're not getting many chances with this tight Brooklyn defense. They're really going to have to switch the ball east to west, side to side, get it moving, and it has to open up those gaps for Brooklyn. They're going to have trouble keeping possession and trying to dribble through in the center of the pitch today.
Poked away by Scarpelli. Promising chance for Tampa Bay. The first one blocked. Second opportunity still alive in front and tapped wide. It was Jamona's try that Tankersley tried to get a touch onto.
And this may actually be Tosh Flint's first touch on the ball tonight. They have not played her at all. And you just see how tight Brooklyn's defense is. And Flint, I mean, she has a green light. She can shoot from there.
Tosh Flint still looking for her first goal this year. Tonight, just her third start. All-league first-team selection last year with 10 goals to her name.
And she was one of those injured players, so good to see her back on the pitch.
Flint bringing it down. Plays to safety.
Now they'll get her involved.
Room for Hendricks to explore. Shimkin spinning away. Julie Shimkin now carrying it forward. Has Nacello. The goalkeeper scrambling. Bouncing wide of the mark. Tampa Bay starting to put some shots together.
They're shots from the outside, but they're good looks. Brooklyn's not closing the ball down as quick. And honestly, right now, that's all Tampa Bay is able to get. So I'm okay with them keep shooting from outside the box.
Just about halfway through the first 45. Philip Galani, Christine Huber with you. The defending champions of the Gamebridge Super League looking to get their first win against Brooklyn all time in their 5th ever meeting.
Still looking for their first win of the season. That's just absolutely mind-boggling. Defending champions, returning most of their squad. And again, they look good. It's not like they have not been playing well. And I think what we realized, you know, talking with the other coaches around the league, is last year being the first year in the league. Second year, all the teams reloaded bigger, better, faster players, and I think that's what we're seeing.
Shin tried to thread the needle there. Tampa Bay got numbers back. Marcelo once again closed down quickly and intercepted by Scarpelli from range. And well caught in the end. Not a bad try from that sort of distance.
Nice vision by Scarp. Saw the keeper out and decided to go for it.
Brooklyn keeping a lot of numbers forward. Tampa Bay slowly starting to build things.
And it's the defense. Scarp's able to pick it off in the middle of the pitch and tried to chip the keeper there.
It's always a speculative try from that sort of distance, but had the power. In the end, well read. Sydney Schneider still in the hunt for her first clean sheet this season. Had 4 saves all year coming into tonight. She's had 3 in the first half. Sent in the 18. Tankersley got in front of it. Nervy moment at the back for the hosts. And a player goes down off the ball. Referee has seen it as well. Will be the first yellow card of the evening. Produced by Lauren Aldrich.
Just a little unnecessary, I guess, push in the back.
It's a pretty clear call.
Yeah, she saw it better than we did. But just, you know, unnecessary.
A little bit of frustration on the part of Ava Tankersley goes into the book.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget, right? She was just taken down a few minutes before, so she's frustrated up top.
Now Cook going down, and the whistle sounding again. Was in a promising position, and just like that, another yellow card. This time for Vivienne Bissett.
Just starting to get chippy on both sides already. I didn't see much there, did you?
It's a tough one. I mean, it's
definitely more on the other side with the push that Tankersley did.
But any amount of contact there, it's stopping a promising attack. So the referee, if she decides it's a foul, there's not much choice in terms of a yellow card.
And I'm not on the referee at all. I think Cook sold that.
Sometimes as a striker, you just have to look for those half chances.
Listen, that's 100% true. Some people would even say I went down over my years of playing. I don't know what they're talking about.
Kroger and Garziano eyeing goal. Instead, clipped into the 18. Headed back for Kroger and bounces by her. Sun trying to get numbers forward. Listro has to settle it. And all the way back to keeper.
This is where they need to take advantage, right? If Cook is going to high pressure, take advantage of the space she just left.
Jamona. Didn't want to turn and face goal just yet. Pluck once again. Another long ball towards Jamona. Headed away before it can reach her, but Tampa Bay have numbers. Yellow shirt streaking forward. And a try from Tosh Flint that she leaned back as she went to strike it. Brooklyn FC fans, this is your chance to get close to the action. Scan the QR code on the screen for a chance to win 4 free seats in Brooklyn FC's new pitchside seating area. See you next Saturday, October 18th, for the annual PIC game supporting breast cancer awareness at Maimonides Park. Flint winning it back. 3 shirts around her. Can't hold on to it. Garziano the other way and upended. Looks like just a talking to this time, but maybe a final warning for Tosh Flint.
Flint trying to provide her innocence.
Former Celtic player with 11 goals and 14 appearances en route to Premiership title.
And what a season she had last year for Tampa Bay. I mean, such an impact player. She scored big-time goals for them.
One of a number of prominent names that returned this year. Lovely nutmeg, but not to be for Scarpelli. Nasello, another returner, in behind with a pocket of space. 2 defenders in her way. Nasello still weaving, looking for a teammate, and nobody there to tap it home. Again, that dribbling from Cindy Nasello that you mentioned earlier. Never see the ball more than just a foot or 2 away from her. Scarpelli going down. This was the challenge.
I mean, Scarps gets there first, no doubt about it. You know, I'm just going to say that just because the field is a little smaller, it means all these players are tighter and closer to each other. They have less time and space than what they're used to. So we're going to see a lot of contact, a lot more bodies closer to each other.
And at the same time, that probably is a big part of the mental aspect of this game, knowing that you're going to go into 50-50 challenges and really have to put your body on the line on some occasions.
Yeah, definitely. And you have to realize you do not have time and space. It's got to be quick, 1, 2 touch passes.
Another player going down. 2 yellow cards for Tampa Bay, but it is Brooklyn with the most yellow cards this season and most fouls conceded. Thompson with the line-breaking ball.
And if you're Tampa Bay, you know that Brooklyn is a physical team like this, so you have to be mentally prepared to take the hits.
Shin with the physical challenge, and she's won the ball. Rosette trying to find the return ball to her. It's well defended in the end. Nasello able to get there. Kept it in play. Just about rolling in front of the paint as now Tankersley got a touch to it. Nobody on the other end of it.
And this is what Tampa Bay has to do a better job of. If they win this ball, they cannot go right back and punch it back into the pressure, right? If it goes back like that, release that pressure, maybe play back to your left defender who can then send it up the flank.
It's 2 warnings now for Tosh Flint. She won't get many more.
I mean, definitely a foul. There's no doubt about that. And she's already been spoken to by the official, and I don't think I have to tell anybody. She's also gotten a few yellow cards in her career as well last season. So the officials do their homework as much as we do.
It's not the first foul won tonight by Jessica Garziano as well, doing a lot of work on the build-up play for Brooklyn.
Yeah, we talked about her at St. John's, and she played more of a 9, where now you see her, she's more in that left midfield position. Probably not going up as high as she would like. And our starting sheet, we did have her as the duo up top with Cook, but that's really not what came about.
Do you think maybe that changes in the second half?
Listen, with Brooklyn, you just never know. It's just, you know, it's insane because, you know, we talked to the coach and he said even last game he didn't make tactical changes and it's a different squad.
Nasello going all the way herself. Beautiful cross to the back post. And again, Tampa Bay don't have the numbers.
Someone on Tampa Bay, give Marcelo an assist, please. She's sending such great balls across the box, square balls across the 6, which is away from the keeper, but one of her teammates, please get on the back end of it.
Nasello had 4 assists last year. She's already got 2 this year. Clever idea, well read by Sam Rosette. Brooklyn still yet to score their first goal in the opening 45 all year, but at the same time, staying scoreless against the defending champions. Not a bad first half for the hosts.
Not at all. And they're playing fine, right? They're sticking to their game plan. They want to put the ball up over the top. They're picking their chances when they want a high pressure. Defensively, they're doing great. They're staying compact.
Nasello spots the overlapping run of Pluck. She's going to get there with plenty of time to stand this one up. And Doherty comes out to claim.
And this is going to be the new implemented.
This is the 8-second violation.
Yeah, the 8-second rule. Sure is.
If the goalkeeper holds the ball for more than 8 seconds, the other team gets a corner kick. The referee will hold her hand up and count down from 5 for the last 5 seconds, and Kelsey Doherty didn't heed the warning.
She did not get it off in time. It's a new rule just going into effect, starting with the Cambridge Super League. We'll start to see the other leagues take it into effect next season.
Can Tampa Bay make the most of it? Into the box and at the front post, Doherty fighting for it and gets the call. Was unfairly impeded, and despite conceding the corner, able to make up for it defensively.
I'm all right by the aggressiveness by Tampa Bay, though. I think that's good. Get in the goalkeeper's face a little bit. Let them know, hey, I'm here. If you're going to try and catch this ball, I'm right there in case you miss it.
Pluck. The set. Again, that possession game for Tampa Bay that they were looking for tonight. They've had it. Just missing the final piece of the puzzle in the final third. Listro showing short. Set with Jamona. Spots the switch for Pluck. Brought down beautifully. Mac Pluck with a good ball. Clip forward for Nasello, who lets it bounce and keeps it alive. Still with Sydney Nasello to the back post, and it's 1-0. Tosh Flint unmarked and opens the scoring in the 38th minute with her first of the new campaign.
And credit Sydney Nasello. I mean, the work she's putting on this right flank, she had just been moving and grooving out there, taking on players, cutting them left and right, gets a ball, and I said, Tampa Bay, somebody please give her an assist. Tosh Flint is there to do it, gets the goal.
You mentioned her name a couple times. Really, in the last 5-10 minutes, she started to see more of the ball, and she's never going to miss from that sort of range. 10 goals with the champions last year, and opens her account in the 25-26 season. Good ball into the area as Cook goes down. Still on the playing surface. Christine, did you see anything there?
I didn't see much there. We've seen Cook go down a few times already today. If she's going to be that lone striker, she has to expect to get hit. She has to expect to be kicked.
You mentioned 2 strikers on paper, but really, she's operated by her lonesome for a large part of this match, and a great win by Garziano.
That one was a bit more obvious, that foul. You know, in Brooklyn, they have fair complaints right now. It's not the fact that she got taken down, it's the fact Garziano has been taken down a lot. So the referee, mentally in her head, she's keeping track of, you know, how many fouls each Tampa Bay player is committing.
2 yellow cards thus far, both of the visitors, as this one floated all the way through. So if you're Brooklyn, what do you change going into this second half? Because they have found all of their momentum in the young season in that second 45.
I think that's what they're going to go into halftime saying, like, hey, we've been in this position before. Our best is yet to come.
Lovely ball into the feet of Rosette. Kroger continuing the run. Set back for Williams, who will have a go. Just beyond an outstretched goalkeeper.
That was a nice shot off her laces there. Williams coming up from the back, getting involved in this offensive attack, ready to take it left-footed. It was a strong shot.
Scored what would prove to be the winner in the season opener just a few seconds after coming off the bench. Makes her 4th start of the season tonight. 31 seconds to be exact as she goes down in the center circle now. Jordan Listro will have a talking to. Not on a yellow card yet. That may be her final admonishment before a booking is produced. Towards Garziano. With too much of a pull against her former teammate, Mac Pluck.
Tell me they didn't battle every day in practice last season.
Mackenzie Pluck, the all-time leader in Duke's program history in appearances with 107. The Gamebridge Super League season is in full swing. Visit GamebridgeSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, analysis, and insight into all things Gamebridge Super League. '43rd minute, Brooklyn pushing for the equalizer. Rosette, the club's inaugural captain, turned away. We've said her name a lot on the far side, especially.
And she had such a nice goal last week against Sporting Jacks. Off of a quick throw in, she recognized that the goalkeeper was out and just chipped her.
Ball curling into the path of Leah Scarpelli. There were appeals for a handball. At first glance, it looked like the arms were by the side of the defender. Since conceding that goal, Brooklyn have really responded well.
And I feel they usually do as well. And it's not that they were playing bad in the first half. I mean, I think they played worse in the first half of Sporting Jacks than they are now. I think they look fine. They're just not getting the high-quality scoring opportunities like they would like, but they're getting the diagonal balls over the top are working when they're able to get them.
Thrown intended for Cook, headed out of play by Brooke Hendricks.
I mean, you kind of look at it, right? Who has more confidence today coming into the game? You have your defending league champions, but Brooklyn also has the confidence because those champions have never beat them before.
Foul called as Rosette was fighting for it with Jilly Shimkin. Brooklyn had the numbers forward there, and now they got to track back. Flint, the goal scorer, looking long. Tankersley giving chase. Flint back on the second ball and given time to pick her spot. .58% possession for the visitors. In a game where they stressed wanting to keep the ball, but especially winning that first and second ball in midfield has been key.
And this is perfect for Tampa Bay right now. Knock the ball about in the back. Get Cook, get Kroger, get them to come up and pressure, and then that's going to open up the space. They're up 1-0, right? All they have to do is keep possession, knock it about.
3 minutes confirmed at a minimum on to the end of this first half. Bissett looking for the Route 1 pass once again. And it's an awkward touch in the air for Jordan Thompson to concede the corner kick. Second of the evening for Tampa Bay. Marcelo standing short.
She can't decide.
Will be played short for Cindy Nacello.
Come on, Nacello, take her on.
She's thinking about it.
Yeah, why not?
Instead, unselfish and directing traffic for McNeil's cross. Headed away emphatically. Listro there, forced almost all the way back. And now under the feet of Sydney Schneider. 45 minutes from her first clean sheet of the campaign. Tonight her 5th start. Had 5 last year and posted 2 shutouts. More patience, poised possession from Tampa Bay. Hendricks. Flint. Back for Brooke Hendricks. Going long again. Hooked forward for Tosh Flint now. She may have been offside, she was.
That's the right buildup for Tampa Bay, though. Short balls in the back, suck the defense in. You saw Kroger was the first one. She was the highest one to play defense on Tampa Bay. They saw that. Once they suck her in, they went for the long ball.
Christine, you mentioned earlier Tampa Bay still without a win this year, but they have the talent. And that a perfect example of now that they're back to full fitness and full strength, they can combine with patient defensive play and turn that very quickly into offense.
And that's why I kind of asked that who has the more confidence question, right? Tampa Bay right now is playing with a lot of confidence. And that's something to say when you don't have a win yet this season.
Coach Denise Schulte-Brown says the best offense starts with good defense. Gotta be happy with the first half from her side. Puck with a nervous touch as the halftime whistle sounds. Tosh Flint opening her account in the new campaign in the 38th minute. The lone name on the score sheet thus far. Tampa Bay 45 minutes away from their first ever win against Brooklyn. Christine, your thoughts?
If you're Tampa Bay right now, you say, hey, you're okay with this 1-0 lead, but you have to recognize it is usually, so far this season, a different second half Brooklyn team. Two completely different squads. So they can stick with their same tactics, but realize that Brooklyn is going to come out a lot stronger out of that halftime.
All eyes on that second half. Every goal that Brooklyn has scored this year has been in the second 45. But as of now, Tampa Bay well on their way to their first win. If they can keep the momentum alive, they've got one goal thus far. Coming in the 38th minute. As we welcome the goal scorer to the broadcast, Tosh Flint, with her first of the new year. Take us through how you did it.
I mean, a goal's a goal, but it's just in the right area at the right time, and it was a great cross by Nicello, and it would have been harder to miss, I guess, and put it in the back of the net.
What adjustments do you think your squad needs to make for this second half?
I think Brooklyn's going to come out a little bit more fiery. We just need to keep doing what we're doing first half. I think our patience is really good. We're breaking down not only the 9 but the midfield, and then we're doing really well at finding the through balls and the spare play, so we just need to keep doing that, really.
Tosh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
So 45 minutes down in the Big Apple, the defending champions trying to do something they've never done and take down Brooklyn. Tampa Bay on top through 45 minutes by a score of 1-0. Halftime show coming your way on the other side of a short break. Stick with us.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
Success doesn't come easy. It takes grit, hustle, and relentless effort. Every step forward brings you closer to greatness. This is your moment. Elevate your game. El Jimador Spiked Bebidas.
Hearts. No two beat the same. So we built a team of the best heart surgeons, pioneers of the most modern techniques, who always find the one approach that's best for you. But while each surgery is unique, the outcome is the same: the highest success rates. NYU Langone Health.
Welcome back to Maimonides Park, 1-0 after 45 minutes. Tosh Flint opening her account in the new campaign as the lone goal scorer thus far. Some other noteworthy things to talk about around the league in the news and notes, and a new head coach in Spokane.
A new head coach, and you know what? This is we talk about the USL pathway for players. Well, this is USL pathway for coach now. Former USL W League Coach of the Year, Spokane has a new skipper in Nicole Lucic.
Meanwhile, for some of the other results around the league, Lexington's Addie McCain scoring the second latest goal ever in the Gamebridge Super League, and it was an important equalizer.
Just a crazy end of the game yesterday. Back and forth, and it's that final 10 minutes. Carolina scores, and then Addie McCain with the late drama goal to tie it up.
Meanwhile, a first test for Nicole Lukic against the Dallas Trinity. We'll step aside for one more break. When we come back, we'll show you the highlights from the opening 45 and the first half stats. Stick with us. Sun has set over Coney Island, a crisp autumn evening in the Empire State. 1-0 in favor of Tampa Bay over Brooklyn as we take you through the halftime highlights, the 5th ever meeting between these two sides, and it was the hosts on the front foot early.
Brooklyn came out on fire. They were just finding those diagonal balls over the top, getting shots off, but that was really all we saw.
First 10 minutes, 2 shots on target, and then in the 16th minute, enter Sydney Nasello.
Nasello, I mean, she has been dancing on the ball all night. The ball does not leave her foot. It's on a string. She just dances, weaves, cuts her way, and ultimately, she's the one who gets the assist because finally, someone's able to move, get on the back end of her cross, and it's no one else but Tosh Flint.
Already the 3rd assist of the season for Sydney Nasello. She had 4 last year. Tosh Flint had 10 goals, now her first of the 25-26 campaign. As you take a look at the halftime stats, Christine, what jumps out to you?
Well, the stats don't look good for Brooklyn, but I actually think they played okay for a Brooklyn first half. Now what Tampa Bay has to recognize, Brooklyn is going to come out. They are a different team typically in the second half. They come out with a lot of fire and very, very aggressive. So let's see what they can come up with.
Still 4 shots and 3 of those on target. All to play for in the second half. We'll step aside for one more break. It'll be time for kickoff when we come back. See you soon. Just about time for the second half between Brooklyn and Tampa Bay. Coach Galani, Christine Huber with you. After a 1-0 45 minutes, this is where the hosts have excelled all season long. They've made a handful of changes as well to get ready for the second 45. is Catherine Zimmerman. And Sophia Lewis set to enter the game. Zimmerman's second appearance of the year. Sophia Lewis has started every match this year. This her first substitute appearance. Zimmerman scored that wonder goal in the season opener.
And this tells me Brooklyn wants to go a little more offensively here, right? We know they come out in the second half very strong. These are some offensive-minded subs coming in. And as we saw Zim's goal against Tampa Bay, I mean, what a laser that was, right? If you're a striker or forward, you're dreaming of that contact, that connection. Just hit the bone off the top of your foot, hit your laces, and just go in the back of the net like that did.
And it's so easy to overpower those shots.
Oh, yeah.
And deer in headlights moments, you see the goal and blaze it over the bar. It speaks to the talent and the technique of the New Jersey native. It will be Tosh Flint, the lone goal scorer thus far, who gets the second half underway. 7 goals in 7 matches for Brooklyn this year, all of them coming in the second half.
It's usually 2 different squads that we see. First half Brooklyn and second half Brooklyn.
Another 9 goals in total. And all of them coming from a wealth of different players. Meanwhile, the talking point for Tampa Bay tonight was half of their goals coming off the foot of Carly Jamona, whereas tonight she's been more of a ball mover rather than a point figure.
And I think that has to do with Brooklyn defense. That's why Jamona's not really getting the ball as much as she has been.
It's a first corner of the night for Brooklyn. Garziano over it. Crowded 6-yard box at the near post. Sent into the 6-yard box. Palmed away. Still alive. Scarpelli's shot blocked at the back post. Schneider got a touch to it, but danger still present, as now the whistle will sound and give the goalie some breathing room.
I mean, you mentioned it. Look at all the people in the box right now, in the scrum. Garziano knows exactly where she's putting this ball, and it's right in the middle of that ruckus.
It's a good block as well by the forward, Ava Tankersley, to deny Leah Scarpelli. Brooklyn started the first half on the front foot. They get a good chance early in the second.
It's a nice split there.
Garziano, eyeing goal. Still with Garziano, stays on her feet. Sent into the box and headed away. Christine, you mentioned second half Brooklyn this year, and this is exactly what we have seen all year long.
We have, and I mentioned the first half how, you know, Garziano wasn't doing as much as she normally does because she was on that outside. She had to track the Tampa Bay runners all the way back. Now she seems to be put a little more in the central spot. So let's see if she's able to produce more. Now she can work off of Cook directly.
So a tactical change for Tomasz Tengahinha. We've seen them play with a back 3, a back 4, a back 5 this season. But down in goal, do you expect a lot of tactical changes defensively for this side?
I think they'll stay with the 3 in the back in order to push players forward. We saw the subs that they made, more offensive-minded subs, so that's what he's looking for.
Foul right at midfield. Ball won by Mac Pluck.
I had a great chat with Chris Petroselli, the Dallas Trinity interim coach, this week, and we talked about, hey, does it really matter if you're going to lose 1-0 or 2-0? It's a big difference, 3 points compared to 1 point. So what Dallas has been doing, and the reason why you see the big score lines against them, when they're down goals, they push everybody up to try and equalize.
Lovely sliding challenge at the back But one right back in midfield by Tampa Bay. Shimkin, Tankersley shouldered off it. Now vying on the far side with Zimmerman. Hurried away by Doherty.
Almost dangerous right there.
Shin looking long. Lewis underneath it. It stayed in bounds for now. Nayoung Shin going down and wins the free kick. Nayoung Shin turned 26 on Thursday. The third ever South Korean player to feature in the U.S. with 19 appearances last year for Lexington.
Happy birth month to her.
A couple other birthdays as well. Sophia Lewis and a number of other names. Emily Pringle turning 24 tomorrow. Be a lovely present if they can find an equalizer here. Bouncing around. There were a couple shouts for a handball there. Breslin towards Cook, who was pulling on the shirt of her defender, fighting for the header. Aside from the first 10 minutes, we haven't said Rebecca Cook's name very often.
Yeah, she really hasn't been much of a factor.
We asked her head coach, Tomas Tangarina, whether she operates best as a lone striker or as more of a pair, and he said because of her skill set, she's more than just a goal scorer. She can play just about anywhere. Has that ability to drop in deeper into midfield and set up her teammates. May see that as the game goes on. Kroger switches the point of attack. Brought down well by Scarpelli. Looking for Cook, and an awkward one for the goalkeeper. Sydney Schneider does just enough.
A dangerous shot from the outside here. Schneider doing a good job parrying it over that crossbar.
Staying alert, Sydney Schneider, New Jersey native, still looking for her first clean sheet of the season. Second corner of the night for Brooklyn, to be delivered by Sam Kroger. Driven ball to the back post. Player goes down, and there were appeals from the Brooklyn bench. Instead, the whistle goes the way of Tampa Bay.
Kroger is able to send in this corner kick here. Two bodies going down. Oh, it looked like she ran into her own teammate.
It's Sabrina McNeil, the player who is awake and alert, which is good to see. A Whitby, Ontario native. Signed from last year's runners-up for Lauderdale. Still 1-0 in favor of Tampa Bay in the 38th minute. It was Tosh Flint at the back post. Cindy Nasells set it up. We haven't said her name a lot in the second half, but such a dangerous player and was so dangerous in that first half especially.
And even Flint said she had nothing else she could do but finish that. I mean, it was such a perfectly placed ball in, and Nasello just doing the work there. And you're right. I mean, Tampa Bay hasn't played her yet. We're only a few minutes into the second half, but they really haven't been able to find her on that outside flank. And a little bit that could be of Brooklyn's defensive adjustments as well.
Flint with a storied playing career of her own across the United Kingdom with Manchester City, Liverpool, Leicester, Blackburn Rovers, Sheffield. A wealth of experience for the Salford, England native. One of the more experienced players, not only in this roster, but in this league, and always seems to see those runs that no one else can. Flint hounding Hope Breslin. To the near side for Nayoung Shin. Sent down the line, kept in play. Kroger's first touch evades her. Brooklyn winning the second ball back in midfield. Lovely ball through. Scarps with the go. He curled it wide in the end. But Brooklyn keeping the pressure on.
I was going to say, I love how Scarps is moving up and really getting involved in that offensive attack as well. I mean, they're down a goal, so you assume that they were going to be putting players forward, getting numbers up.
Yeah, Scarpelli still looking for her first goal in the new season. Won a conference championship at both Penn State and Florida Gulf Coast. It's Tampa Bay with a little bit of breathing room now on that dead ball. Just a chance to get numbers forward and find their shape.
Tampa Bay is going to want to keep as much possession as possible, keeping the ball on the ground, on the floor, on the surface, and just knocking it about.
They had 61% possession in the first half. They've only had 40% possession early in the second. But a promising chance here into the box. Poked away from Nasello. Flint's try blocked. Now Zimmerman with the step over, trying to spring the counter. And the quick restart not be allowed.
I think the debate is whether the ball went out of bounds or not.
The referee says it did.
Ooh.
More of that physical play that we saw in the first half as now Nasello is brought down.
These are always tough games to play in. Just when it's choppy, everyone's nipping at everyone's ankles. It's hard to get into a flow, hard to get into a rhythm. And we're seeing it from both squads. I'm not picking one over the other. It's just, it's hard to get into a rhythm.
As of now, just 2 yellow cards. David Tankersley up top for Tampa Bay. And for the Sun at the back, Vivian Bissett also on a caution. Brooklyn going to try and hold the 18. Pluck to deliver towards Flint. Clever idea.
Yeah, right play there.
Headed back down towards Tankersley. Allowed to bounce. Sent long, and the goalkeeper, Kelsey Doherty, able to take her time with it.
We haven't said Doherty's name too much. She really hasn't been challenged at all.
Referee stops the Tampa Bay counter for the foul. Jessica Garziano standing over it. A long way to send this one. It's a good ball in, but only yellow shirts underneath it.
Yeah, there was no Brooklyn players where she served it into.
Flint with the clearance. Nasello just heading it out of play. 2 changes thus far for Brooklyn, as now we see Denise Schulte-Brown make her first. Bringing off Jilly Shimkin, the Rockville Center, New York native, in favor of Gabby Provenzano. Raised in New Jersey, played her college ball with Rutgers. Was nicknamed the General during her time there. Served as the team captain and Defensive Player of the Year en route to a conference championship. More good pressure from Brooklyn. Winning those second balls in midfield, but there's a giveaway. Flint. And tackled by Kroger this time. Long to the far side. Pluck tried to shield it out. Wasn't successful. Numbers waiting for the cross. Allowed to bounce. It's an awkward one, and it's away from harm's way. Nearly a costly miscommunication for the defending champions.
Scary in the back here for Tampa Bay. A lot of defensive mistakes, but Brooklyn still unable to capitalize. I mean, it was right there for them.
It looked like Sydney Schneider called for it before Sabrina McNeil got a touch to it. Now Cook, still with Cook, and gets the equalizer! A third of the campaign for Rebecca Cook has tied the match every time she's found the back of the net, and Brooklyn on level terms.
She was our player to watch for a reason. I mean, she doesn't get a lot of chances, but when she does, she's able to finish them. Just way too much space Tampa Bay gave her there. She took advantage of it, going near post with this shot to slot it in.
The Ireland native needed no luck with that one. Pure skill from Brooklyn's number 10. Cutting in on her right and finding a very narrow window at that near post. And again, Brooklyn, every goal this year has come in the second half. This is exactly the start they were looking for to the second 45.
Yeah, it's insane. And I mean, not too much has changed tactically. It is always two different teams. You have a Brooklyn first half team and a Brooklyn second half team. And the second half team, they've shown up as always.
You mentioned the defensive miscues for Tampa Bay. We saw that scramble just a few seconds before the goal. If you're Denise Schulte-Brown, do you change anything about the way your shape looks at the back?
Well, they just brought in Provenzano, and I kind of thought that was her defensive change there, her defensive sub just to secure it in the back. But definitely sloppy by the reigning champions, and it could hurt them in the long run.
Another yellow card. The third of the night, all for the Sun. Too many warnings for Tosh Flint. On the score sheet and in the pocketbook now as well.
I mean, this, there's no doubt about this, right? But Kroger is someone, she wins a lot of second balls in the midfield. She scoops everything up right there. She went quick on the counter, and there's really nothing else Flint could do but do a professional foul.
You mentioned Sam Kroger in that first half, just how gritty she plays and able to spot those chances defensively and has no fear going forward as well.
She just seemed to win every ball last weekend against Sporting Jacks. I mean, she just gobbles everything up in the midfield.
Headed straight up. Schneider tried to keep it in play, and she did. The fans behind the goal certainly disagree.
It's interesting just watching the official now, right? Do the countdown every time one of the keepers catches the ball.
So the rule is 8 seconds from the time that the official judges the goalkeeper to have control of the ball. That's the letter of the law. It's interpreted a little bit differently from every referee, but you see that countdown from 5 above their head is universal. Jamona had it poked away. Nayong Shin with the sliding challenge. Now Listro. Provenzano. Jamona. Some patience about this from Tampa Bay on the ball. Big switch to the near side, and Shin in the way once again. Clever play to win the foul. from Leah Scarpelli. Just getting in front of the defender there.
Shimona just a bit slow coming through from behind.
Spoke about Kali Jamona and her role this year. In terms of last year, she was asked to play a couple different roles besides an out-and-out forward, and she wasn't super enthusiastic about them, said her head coach, Denise Schulte-Brown. But this year, she said she watched a lot of tape, found a way to optimize her game, and came into the new campaign prepared to take on some new challenges. Tonight, we have seen her operating in a lot of different spaces, but she hasn't got a lot of great looks at goal just yet.
Debate here whether it's a kick or a throw, and the official's trying to tell him it's a throw.
Lauren Aldrich certainly had her work cut out for her tonight.
She's had her hands full.
Been a well officiated game thus far, especially such a physical contest.
And she's done a good job too with the chippiness and everything, nipping it in the bud before it gets worse.
Lovely Travella pass in the feet of Tankersley, but across to cover is Alice Barbieri. Beautiful ball forward from who else but Cindy Nasello. Since conceding that equalizer in the 61st minute, Tampa Bay have started to get out of their own defensive third a little bit. But for the most part, it has been Brooklyn, which has been the story all year long in this second half, responding well.
And don't forget, Tampa Bay has still never beaten Brooklyn. Reigning champions and never beat Brooklyn.
We asked head coach Denise Schulte-Brown about what it's going to take to right those wrongs of the past, and she said possession first and foremost. They had it in the first half, 62%. In the second half, it's almost dead even. But despite the 62% possession in the first half, just one shot of target from 8.
Just not seeing as much offensive production as we saw last year. They're not getting high scoring opportunities. Brooklyn, credit their defense as well, right? They've been getting behind the ball. They've been staying tight. They've been staying compact, but really the only things open are these long distance shots.
Ball to the byline. Pluck dancing by one. Lovely pass through. Tankersley now. McNeil. Tampa Bay knocking it about. Brooklyn really clogging those passing lanes. May open up for the cross. Neat move by Pluck, standing it up and headed just wide. That was the offensive output you were looking for, Christine.
Yeah, and getting those balls in the box. Great job here on the outside flank. It's a tough service in, because are you shooting it or are you aiming for Flint's head? That was an in-betweener. Flint got her head on it, but just too much pace on that ball.
More changes to be made for the Sun. It will be Tosh Flint coming out. That header, the last action of the match for her. Sandrine Gaillard will take her place, as well as Jordan Listro substituted in midfield in place of Jordan Zaid. Zaid, former second team All-Big Ten at Nebraska. 16 appearances last year for the Sun, 13 of those off the bench. Stay up to date with the Gamebridge Super League. Sign up for the Super newsletter. Get news about your favorite team and stories from around the league delivered directly to your inbox weekly. Sign up at GamebridgeSuperLeague.com/newsletter. '70th minute from Maimonides Park. Philip Galani, Christine Huber with you. Tosh Flint's goal in the 38th minute, canceled out in the 61st by Rebecca Cook. Big time challenge at the far side. Tampa Bay have numbers. Tankersley leaves it off. Jamona's try stuffed. Sent in for a second, and well read by Kelsey Doherty.
Doherty doing a good job coming out of her box and grabbing that one.
Shin in a bit of trouble. Has the poise to play out of it. Doherty with a long try.
Tampa Bay bringing this high pressure now. Really going to challenge this Brooklyn back line.
If you're Brooklyn, how do you keep your composure to play through it?
Keep possession, right? See where their high pressure is coming from.
Found some space on the far side. It was Catherine Zimmerman making the run for her former teammate Mac Pluck. Able to kick it out. Headed away for now. Shin right back in. Would have been the fourth shot of the second half if it got all the way through. Brooklyn had 4 total in the first. Striking too, as we had a chance to ask Brooklyn head coach Tomasz Tangarina, what's the secret for turning things around for the first half to the second every game? And he said, just sticking with the game plan, telling the players to go out there and know they have the talent to turn things around. It really is quite incredible.
And he said how much they get energized once they score, right? And we see that. Brooklyn scores, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, we are good. We are a good team. We can play soccer. We can compete with the best. And then they bring that confidence on with them and sometimes get another.
And it down in front. Cook was fighting for it. She goes down. Kicked out of play. And Brooklyn at this rate looking poised for another. They've kept the foot on the gas pedal after finding the equalizer in the 61st minute. Scarpelli wants the long throw. Heaves it into the box. Sent away. Brooklyn FC fans, this is your chance to get close to the action. Scan the QR code on the screen for a chance to win 4 free seats in Brooklyn FC's new Peachside seating area. See you next Saturday, October 18th, for the annual Pink Game supporting breast cancer awareness at Maimonides Park. Tampa Bay finally getting some breathing room now with the whistle, able to step up a bit. Carried forward and then stopped emphatically into the feet of Jessica Garziano, who commits the foul, and Tampa Bay wasting no time with the restart. Nacello. Anna McNeil to continue her run. Just under hit it.
I like the fast play by Tampa Bay.
Shin with the challenge and dismayed to concede the corner kick. It's the first corner kick of the second half for Tampa Bay. They had 2 in the first. Both look dangerous. Marcelo not showing short for this one, though.
Just have a friendly little chat inside the 6.
Referee reminding the players not to impede Kelsey Doherty. Did see that called off the last corner. 76th minute. Numbers at the back post. That's where it's headed, and headed away. Garziano once again. Job still not done defensively for Brooklyn. Numbers forward for the Sun, who get the throw. McNeil has to work back for it. Nacello given a pocket of real estate.
Here she goes.
Clever ball, well cut away. And now Cook away from danger. We saw Cindy Nacello on the right side in the first half. It switched in the second. Starting to see more of that impact that she can have on the game.
I just love the fact that she is so confident just to go at players. She just drives right at their front foot and looks to attack everyone.
Not an easy task either with Nayoung Shin defending her. Kroger. Shin getting forward. Instead sent inside. Shin. Garziano keeps it low. Bounced by the first player. This one with some loft behind it. And an awkward one for Tampa Bay to deal with.
Another missed clearance by Tampa Bay.
There really has been a lack of composure at the back for Tampa Bay in the second half.
And remember the stat we had up at the beginning, right? These teams are scoring goals, but they're also conceding a lot. And this is exactly why. Missed clearances, miscommunication.
78th minute now. Sam Kroger, 2 assists last year, yet to get her first this year. Good delivery, allowed to bounce. Scarpelli to the byline. Gets it off her foot, but also out of play. Another change this time for the hosts. Emma Loving will enter the match in midfield for Sam Kroger. Christine, you've lauded the praises tonight for Sam Kroger's performance. It's big shoes to fill for the Ventura, California native.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, Kroger fills so much of that midfield, but Loving's going to give a little bit more of that offensive attack, that boost.
1 goal on the season. It was the last time she came out off the bench. Since that equalizer in the 61st minute, we haven't really seen a lot of chances for either side. It could come down to one bounce of the ball or one half chance. Garziano with a great turn. Still Garziano. Player goes down. Referee was right there. Says nothing doing. Now Tampa Bay the other way. Tankersley calling for it. It's played forward for her. Tankersley's volley is spectacular! Ava Tankersley scores her first of the season in style, and Tampa Bay are back on top.
Tampa Bay getting their offense from their defense, getting it up so fast on the counter. Brooklyn cannot recover back, but what a finish. I mean, this timing is impeccable. One bounce, half volley, and then you finish it. That's tough to time. That's a tough goal to score.
Well, there always seems to be a goal right out of the top drawer every time these two teams meet. And maybe for the first time in this meeting, Tampa Bay could get their first ever win over Brooklyn. Ava Tankersley had 1 goal last year in 6 substitute appearances. Tonight, her 3rd appearance, all starts, and gets her first of the new campaign.
And this is what Tampa Bay needs right now. They need a goal scorer. They need someone to start just banging it in the back of the net.
We mentioned at length the prowess of this Brooklyn team in the second half, but now the mountain for them to climb has gotten a lot taller.
Don't count them out yet, because they were down 2-0 last weekend. Went up, tied at 2-2, then 3-2, and then it was Sporting Jack scoring the 2nd latest goal in Cambridge Super League history to tie it up.
Coach Tomas Tengarrinha spoke on the resolve, the fight of this Brooklyn side to put that comeback together. They've got to do it again if they are to preserve the undefeated record against the defending champions. McNeil in no hurry to take the corner kick.
I think Tampa Bay has the advantage now, not obviously because of the scoreline, but because of the way they keep possession, right? They're going to be able to keep this ball, and Brooklyn will probably not see a lot of touches.
There's only 40% possession in the first 15 minutes of the second half for Tampa Bay. Since then, they're all the way up to 56%. A possession game that Coach Schulte Brown was looking for. They've started to find their footing again on the ball. Pluck drives this one off the crossbar. Still alive. Jimona with the overhead try. And Doherty thankful to see that one fall into her arms. What a rocket that was.
Right off the crossbar, square at it.
8 months to go, Mackenzie Pluck scored against Tampa Bay for Brooklyn. Nearly flipped the script tonight, and that's a big challenge and a promising opportunity for the hosts. Another yellow card as well.
That's always the worst, right? You get injured, and then you get whacked with a yellow card on top of it.
Insult to injury, as now all 4 yellow cards tonight have been given to the Tampa Bay Sun. Here was the chance.
And Pluck just not even putting a lot of power on it, but it really ricocheted hard off that crossbar. Pluck wanted to score against her former team.
Very nearly the insurance goal. Sandrine Gaillard shown the yellow card. Sent in, and it was loose in front. A half step in front of Jordan Thompson. Brooklyn may rue that opportunity.
All the Brooklyn players just ran by the ball.
awkward one for them to deal with, as Tankersley with the go-ahead goal as of now, putting the pressure on. Nacello creating even off the throw-in. Showing short for it. Clever back heel into the feet of Sydney Nacello, who dances past defenders to the byline. And will take it to the corner. Goes over. Referee says free kick. In the 85th minute. Not an uncommon tactic in the modern game to take it to the corner, but Christine, there is a lot of game left still.
Still a lot of game, and it's kind of been the same since the beginning, right? A lot of pushing and shoving, tight spaces.
Sent in, swatted away. Still bouncing around, but a handball called. The goal won't count.
Good call there by the official. As we see this again, just comes up. Her hand obviously not in a, her arm not in a natural position, up and out away from her body.
So now in the 86th minute, again, Brooklyn staying with that 3 at the back. You mentioned the point earlier of a loss by 1 goal or 2 doesn't matter because of the disparity between 1 point and 3. If you're Tomasz Tęgachina, do you change anything about getting more players forward in the final few minutes now?
Yeah, I think you definitely push the players up. I'm sure we'll see him push them up, and especially after what happened this past weekend, that they were able to score those goals so late. They were up until Sporting Jacks came back and tied it in extra time.
3-3 the final of that one. Goals coming in the 86th and 90th minute for Brooklyn.
Don't count them out yet. For them, there's still plenty of time.
Into the 87th now. Lewis is going to get there, but beaten to it in the end. Shin mistiming her jump a bit. Tampa Bay wanted a foul. Cook wants to go quickly but needs reinforcements. Loving with a toe poke on the second ball. Good split ball now. Gimona with a push and go. Too many bodies in the way.
Brooklyn showing a little possession now.
Oh, intercepted by Nacello. Still with Nacello. Tried to get the nutmeg. And pulls back. Jordan Thompson. Would have been a heck of a highlight.
Yeah. And that's kind of like an unwritten rule. If you nutmeg someone, you're going to get taken out. But I'm not too sure how Nacello got called for that foul, but
Sydney Nacello never one to back down from 2, 3, 4 defenders in front of her, and more often than not, she can weave through them all.
As we've seen tonight, I mean, she's had her way.
Brooklyn gonna get a ton of numbers forward now. Garziano to deliver, the Long Island native.
Send Doherty up, send the numbers up.
89th minute, you fancy the keeper getting forward?
Why not?
Into the 90th now. Trainer has been motioned on.
Athletic trainer is having to check on everybody.
It has been a physical, hard-fought contest, but you wouldn't rather it any other way. It's been an excellent watch. Cindy Schneider will not get her first clean sheet of the season tonight. Schneider saving a penalty in the 2019 World Cup for Jamaica against Brazil. A New Jersey native, eligible to represent Jamaica through her grandparents. And this will likely put some minutes onto the additional time for the second half.
Definitely.
Schneider gonna soldier on. As of now, it is Ava Tankersley in the 80th minute with what could be the winner. And if so, what a winner it would be.
And a great service in, but just a better finish. I mean, for those players out there, I mean, that is a tough ball to hit. It's a lot of focus, a lot of concentration, and a lot of timing to hit it just right, and she did it.
Goes with the outside of her boot there as well. Power into the roof of the net rather than try and cushion it in with the instep. Garziano's curling cross is headed in! Brooklyn find the equalizer, and the undefeated streak against the defending champions may yet still be alive.
We said Brooklyn would not be done yet. This is what they like to do. They like to score at the last possible moment. Garziano, nice lofted ball in from the free kick. And tell you what, if Zim doesn't get this, someone else is, because there were just so many Brooklyn players rising up and above the Tampa Bay defense.
It's an incredible header across goal into the top right corner. Catherine Zimmerman off the bench scores her second of the season, both of them against Tampa Bay, and both of them out of the top drawer. Anna Markovic, the most recent substitute after the restart. Replacing Alice Barbieri, a forward on for a defender. 4 minutes at a minimum, but for the goal, likely a couple more added on.
And Brooklyn, don't count them out for even winning this game. I'm telling you, they just love these late game goals.
Everybody up for Brooklyn. This second half team rallied not once but twice in this 45.
It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. First half Brooklyn to second half Brooklyn.
And that's just the nature of this sport. You can watch tape for hours. You can study all the stats and the storylines, but in the end, some things are just indescribable. And the way that Brooklyn have been able to respond again and again coming out of the locker room proves that they may have what it takes to put together a stellar campaign.
If I'm Coach Tomash, I'm going to start warm-ups 45 minutes earlier. So then they play for the first 45, thinking. Right? I'll talk to him next week. Let him know my theory.
Final few seconds now from Maimonides Park. Is there yet more drama in this matchup that always proves scintillating? Brooklyn's first ever win here at home against Tampa Bay. to kickstart the 2025-26 season. And the referee blows the whistle for a Brooklyn free kick. It was Garziano with her second assist of the year on the set piece. This one a little bit further out. In-swinging delivery, you favor the right foot here.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to put this in the box just like she did the last one. Let's see who can get on the back end of it.
Long way to go. '95th minute. Garziano's delivery sent in, and the whistle goes. An off-the-ball foul. And that whistle was immediate, too.
Yeah, the official, she was watching something and saw it the whole way.
Ball was rolling.
Try it again.
Try it again. Is there time to send this forward for Tampa Bay?
Both teams trying to win this game.
Gonna go down to the wire, but not much time left. There's a clattering. And the Sun wasting no time. The yellow card comes out for Ana Markovic. Who applauded the official. She may be fortunate not to get a second there for dissent. She's only been on for a matter of minutes. Tampa Bay with the last heave. They'll play it along the ground. Zaid, the substitute, into the area, headed down in front. Appeals for a whistle. Nacello, 3 defenders in her wake, sits one of them down. Stumbling and now going over. Referee says the ball is won and a goal kick. You had a feeling that Sydney Nacello's performance tonight had one more thing left to say.
And Nacello doing another great job, but so hard. She had 3 defenders following her, triple teaming her.
Brooklyn stay undefeated all time against the defending Gamebridge Super League champions. A 91st minute equalizer off the head of Catherine Zimmerman to rescue a point at home for this side. What a second half it was for Brooklyn FC.
Welcome to Brooklyn. Another late heroics. I mean, I think they just like being down and then coming back. The David versus Goliath story, but we see it every single game. And guess what? They keep getting it done. They are getting points.
2 goals scored by Tampa Bay, 2 for Brooklyn, and tonight's save of the game brought to you by Cashable, the home of socially responsible credit. It was Kelsey Doherty who commanded that 18-yard box, especially in the second half.
Yeah, and it's tough when Nacello sending these balls in, and she was able to read this tough ball there. She was able to come up with it.
So once again, Brooklyn rally at the death. The post-game show coming your way on the other side of the short break. Welcome back to Maimonides Park. 2-2 the final in exhilarating fashion as we are joined by the goal scorer late in the second half, Catherine Zimmerman. Take us through how you got that chance in the back of the net.
It was just a moment, I guess. I think Jess literally said someone has to put this in, and she played a great ball. She was playing for all her dead balls, corners, free kicks. Everything was really good from Jess today. So, yeah, she motivated me to get up and get ahead on it.
Talk about what goes on at your locker room at halftime where you come out, the Brooklyn team, just a different squad, motivated every second half this season.
To be honest, I haven't really been in the locker room at halftime the past few times. And this time I wasn't in there long and just came out to warm up. So I don't know. I think Tomas just kind of lights a fire in us. We gotta kind of get to be more consistent, so we don't wait till he has to kind of lay into us to pick it up. But I mean, to be fair, I think the girls battled really hard in the first half. There's a lot of energy. We had about 5 shots in the first half, I think. So to be honest, I think all around it was decent from us. We still obviously need to clean up some of the chances we give, but yeah, I guess halftime is just a switch flicks for us, I guess.
Catherine, this is a side that has never lost to the defending champions. What does it take to rally against a team like Tampa Bay?
I think it's just a thing where, when you're playing the champions from last year, they kind of have a target on their back, and I'm sure they might feel that. And it's just a little bit extra motivation. I think anyone in our position wants to, just knock them off a little bit.
Catherine, congrats again, and thanks so much.
Thank you.
2-2 the final. So many highlights to talk about. We have to narrow it down. And we start with Tampa Bay and their goal in the 38th minute from Tosh Flint.
Yeah, and this is from Nacello doing the work here. Good cross in, and it's Flint who just finishes with the inside of the foot.
Fast forward to the second half, and again, the talking point coming into this match was Brooklyn FC in the second 45 as Rebecca Cook gets her 3rd goal of the season, all of them game-tying strikes.
So dangerous. When she gets the ball at her foot, she does a good job cutting it here by the defense, fakes like she's going to go far post, and then slips it near post for the goal.
But defending champions for a reason, showing their resolve. Ava Tankersley, one of a number of returning players from that silverware winning side, with a beautiful volley in the 80th.
And Provenzano sends this ball in, and Tankersley, just great focus. Attention to detail there to get that ball off of her laces.
And then a likely heroine, Catherine Zimmerman, scored her first of the season against Tampa Bay, and her second was just as good.
Just as good. Another great ball from Garziano. She was sending them in all day. Finally, someone able to get on the back end, and we had a good one today.
So the full-time stats from a 4-goal thriller: 14 shots for Tampa Bay, but 10 for Brooklyn, with a great ratio as well, 60% on target.
And Tampa Bay wanted to keep possession. They did that, and it wound up working for them.
So the undefeated streak for Brooklyn against Tampa Bay stays alive. Late into second half stoppage time, Catherine Zimmerman rescuing a point at home for the Brooklyn side against the defending champions. For everybody behind the scenes making this broadcast possible, for our producer Maria Ringo, my partner Christine Hubert, I'm Phil Galati saying so long and have a great rest of your weekend. Good night from the Big Apple.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.